Hi guys, it's your girl Afro Story. I am coming to you live from August 24th. Um, the reason why I say that is because I have my Afro Life video series that has been going on. I had 2 episodes that I just put up. And I just want to stress to you guys that your girl will still be doing her regular vlogging. That's something that I got sort of homesick with. I wanted to do a regular vlog, which is something that I think is simple for me to do, especially since school has started and everything. Life has been crazy for me. But still expect those sporadically. And again, I filmed all of that during the summer. So expect that sporadically, but I'm still going to be doing my vlogging. And, I have so much crap to do right now, but I felt compelled to come on the tube and voice my opinion about something that is just sickening, for lack of a better way of saying it. And so I guess I'll title this Black Women and I guess Men in Magazines. Yeah, in magazines. And the first one I'll talk about is the Vogue magazine. I guess a lot of people are more familiar about that because it just came out. And it was the ad that referred to these big, huge golden hoop earrings as, for lack of a better way of saying it, slave earrings. And let me see if I can actually find the exact article. And I'll try to post the links to the articles that I accessed for you guys to view. But it has this white model with cat-like eyes, and she's rocking some gold hoops, gold bangle type of hoops, and it's labeled as slave earrings. And Vogue, if y'all don't know, has a long history of racist front covers, photo spreads. It just has a sick, twisted love-hate history with racist type of photographs and articles that exploit, in my opinion, that visually exploit Black women and the African diaspora community, among other communities of color. And what they have here, I'll just read the first couple of sentences. You guys can read the rest of it on your own. It says, fashion magazine Vogue has sparked a worldwide race row after it ran a trend story on what it labeled slave earrings. The article, which has been roundly criticized for being overtly racist, appeared on the Vogue Italia website and recalled a style of earrings worn by women of color who were brought to the southern United States during the slave trade. The controversial article went on to refer to the current hooped gold styles as a latest interpretation, which is pure freedom. The article in full read, jewelry has always flirted with circular shapes, especially for use in making earrings. The most classic models are the slave and Creole styles in gold hoops. And then it goes on to say, yeah, some people have argued that this was a disgraceful, shameful, particular piece in Vogue. It tends to glamorize slavery. There's a lot of different arguments made toward Vogue magazine for why they should have that off. My major issue that I have with it, giving you guys an anthropological perspective, or my perspective specifically, is that when it says slave jewelry, slave earring, and is referring to women, African women that were enslaved and the jewelry that they wore, for me, I feel that it covertly synonymizes slavery with African people. And I am not going to be the first one to tell you that we are the descendants of slaves. We all know that. Those of us that are in the Western Hemisphere, most of us have down the line ancestors that were slaves. I know I do, and I know my great grandmother personally, and her mother was a slave. So there ain't no confusion on my part that I'm the descendant of people that were slaves in the Western Hemisphere. However, I think sometimes we as as people in the African diaspora, as well as people in general, misconstrue that African people's history did not begin nor end with slavery. So when you're saying slave jewelry, slave earring, Vogue, I'm talking to you, Vogue. If you ever come across this video, I'm talking to you. When you say slave earring, you are therefore being presumptive. You are implying that these earrings were made, were manufactured, were styled, were rocked during slavery and slavery alone. And by doing that, you are diluting, you are devaluing, you are shrinking the immense, the unequivocal, long, rich history that is of African people. So I take special offense to people such as Vogue and the contributors of Vogue that helped to put this article into life. I take particularly a major offense as a Black woman that is into health and beauty and wanting to learn about fashion and all that good stuff. And seeing you all have that major mishap, and the argument you make is that it was a translation issue. Let me tell you something. If you need to translate something and you come to that conclusion, slave earring instead of ethnic earring, then in my opinion, don't run the article. Don't run the picture. That's how I feel about it. If your translation is that far gone, don't do it. And y'all have a long history of doing this. Just recently y'all had the model with the black face. You had LeBron, whatever his name is, LeBron James, looking like King Kong, holding that the white female athlete looking like King Kong on the front cover. This is just sick. And I feel honestly that they're going to keep doing it unless we stand up and we resist and we challenge it. And I'm all for doing that. This is what I propose. I propose that women of color, and I had a white colleague of mine that actually says women in general need to start boycotting Vogue magazine. Stop giving them your money, because if that's the type of result, that's the type of product that they're going to crank out to us, all right, just complete insensitivity to the histories of people of color, then I'm not going to support them by giving them my money. You can do what you want, but Afro Store is going to keep her money in her pocket. The only option I have for reading a magazine is by Vogue. I subscribe to Black Enterprise anyway. So for all y'all sisters out there that, are fashionistas and want to know about the latest fashion and everything, that's all well and good. Do you? Just me personally, I look more so at what are some ways that I can learn about financial literacy, being able to create different types of entrepreneurial ventures for myself, my family, as well as my community. So I subscribe to Black Enterprise magazine. So you do what you will. That's what I do. That's the first one. I think that'll be part 1 to this. I may make a part 2 to this.